Ну що ж, нормально. Гра змусила вилетіти і комп'ютер на орбіту. Ось тому такі справи. Так. Тому давайте ось що зробимо. Спробуємо грати. Поки я перевіряв можливість того, що в мене... Ага, окей, предмети, чудово, амулети. Review. Case files. Зараз, думаєш?
I need to think through the facts of the case.
Дошка.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Окей. Просто
The facts
тикайся.
forward. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Дякую, знаю. Чудово. Окей.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson.
Yes.
Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
Угу. Але вона права. Можливо, треба було піти в Final Draft, коли всі DLC вийдуть. Але це дуже довго, це, напевно, рік чекати.
Fucking nature. Yeah, headache.
Headache.
Die.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Hello.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh?
Можливо, екстрейнкер? Ще як можливо.
Ooh, hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob?
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Чекай, ось тут я
Let's just
пропустив. Я просто їх слухав, а не читав. Нічого, на записі подивлюсь.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know,
Ну, і це з ним все нормально.
stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Окей, let's go.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Угу. Класний светр, ага.
Incise stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. The killer left the heart right next to the body.
And...
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
Дивись, екстраінгер, якщо б ти пожив, напевно, в болотяній якійсь місцевості, де постійно дощить, і ще якась фігня. І, можливо, якісь тварини не дуже приємні. Я би подивився на тебе, як би ти любив природу. Так, прискажу. Таке.
Did they plan for the murder to happen here? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over.
Так,
Is it
ну
for a
тут все.
camera?
О,
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
це на майбутнє. О,
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
а що там з жертвою? Давайте поговоримо. Егей!
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came
Максе,
to town
привіт.
about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Ти не з міста і не любиш. Ні. Ти зовсім не те почув. Але таке. Неважливо. Це залежить від того, яка природа. О, чекайте, у мене там стрім, це саме. Включений. Будемо молитись, щоб гра не вилетіла і щоб комп'ютер не вилетів. Ха. Так.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Чудово. А я тоді казав про болото екстравінгер. Поживи в болотяній місцевості, полюбиш природу.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Окей. Так, ми спробуємо. Так, що у нас? Жертву знали двоє.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Та-дам! Ні, не бачив екскравінгер. Так я вже ж робив, ні?
This mug always cheers me up.
Хе. Так я вже все зробив. Дякую. Ми же склали портрет людини, ні? Чи вони хочуть, щоб я знову це зробив? А. Тобто ми вже дізнались, окей. Треба знайти доказ. Так ми
Nightingale was
зробили
the
це.
victim. Agent Nightingale has been
Може я надто швидко це зробив тоді? Та ні, все правильно, насправді.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is
Ще нема.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Не бери. Не бери. It's a trap.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
The
the words.
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
Right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Думаєш? Ну добре, давай.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Куди? Кейсі. Ти куди?
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I
Давай.
can find inside.
What's inside? Це як відкривати.
Casey, I think something's
Kinder
been put
Surprise.
inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Може зараз?
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Поки що зачинено. А. Тут ми були.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox.
Точно. Вони ж заново.
It's the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective.
Можна буде покращити максимум.
Cheesy crime books. But he really hates the movies.
Чекай, ми ж читали, ні? Угу. Знову збирати це все треба буде. Ну, тоді зможемо покращити все на максимум. Це вже добре.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
Tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
До речі. Що в нас тут?
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
Це, напевно, в мене вже було, я дивився. Я здебільшого все, напевно, дивився, практично.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Це ж наша машина, а не ось це.
I can't get that
Дивіться,
message
не
out of
лагає.
my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
What a thrill.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Але ключових предметів вже ж не буде, так? Шкода.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
So sleepy. Just a few more days.
Good to see you.
Enjoy your day.
Ну, тут
I'm
також.
gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Нема поки що. Я думаю. Добре. Дарма я сюди пішов. Все відкриється потім. Тому що я бачу, вже покращення є. Деякі. Ну, які доступні. Потім і зброю дадуть.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh dear. You.
Шериф Брейка. Кості. Господи боже мій.
Let me
Так.
guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls.
Довгадаю, провальна
Nice to
гра.
have you here.
Quantum
Some
Break.
coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Але класна гра.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Brinker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people decide?
Hello?
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Звичайно, якщо додаєш, що це легально, це стає легальним, так?
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Ну, зараз більше розумієш.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
Ня-а.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Окей. Let's do some work.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a co.
Yes. It is.
We're dealing with an organized group of the cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting. I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Oh. А тепер давайте виб'ємо з них все лайно.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
told you not to keep that thing, Timmy.
Хоч б фотку зробили.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful.
Роуз.
Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Так, добре. Можна на кінець запустити пісню Coconut?
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
I'm ready.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
Доброго вечора, Деменич.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Чому знов ця гра? А це New Game Plus. Я пройшов її. Просто вийшло доповнення, яке
Hey, what do you know about that?
ну, додає в гру щось. Я поки не знаю що, але як би це сказати. Це має прояснити ситуацію, в принципі, сюжет якимось чином. Можливо, буде інша кінцівка. Ну, насправді має бути інша кінцівка.
Waitress from the diner.
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space.
Але гра вже не так лагає.
Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Just
Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
See you around.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Поки ні. Але скоро.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Угу.